Doreen 𝗔𝗓𝗄𝗃 is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen 𝗔𝗓𝗄𝗃.
Dr. 𝗔𝗓𝗄𝗃.
Dr. Doreen 𝗔𝗓𝗄𝗃.
Dr. Doreen 𝗔𝗓𝗄𝗃 is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen.
So Christina has written in and said that her son, who is 6 years old now, has started scripting. She wants to know, how can I get help to get rid of a script that my son picked up? It's a violent phrase. It was something he heard on a TV show. He says it randomly. It's a new behavior that could be taken wrong and others might be afraid of him, but I don't quite know what to do. It just started this weekend.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things. The way that I used to always handle scripting, because if you think about it, kids in general, they do script. The only difference is they introduce where the script came from. So like typical kids, when they're talking, will say, they'll repeat a phrase out of something they saw. But they'll say, hey, remember that show, blah, blah, blah. They'll give an introduction to the script. And then the audience, whoever it is, kind of tunes in and then is in the same place as they are so that they can script back and forth and have fun with it, right? But sometimes our kids will just blurt out a script and we don't know where it's from. And as Christina said, it could be taken the wrong way. So one thing you could do is you could teach him an introduction to the script. So he could say, every time he's about to say the script, you will actually have him model and say wherever it's from. Like, I saw the show, blah, blah, blah. And then he can say the script. Or, this character said, blah, blah, blah. So that he can put a framework around the script so that people know where it's coming from. So that's kind of one way to handle it, depending on what the script is and if you can catch him before he actually does the script and so on. Otherwise, if it's too difficult to do it that way, then I don't recommend trying to stop a script, because that can become a little bit, if it's attention seeking or if he's doing it in order to gain some sort of interaction with you, then if you try to stop it, it can actually get worse. So another thing you could do is potentially replace it with another script. But again, if you're going to do that, I really recommend that you try to teach an introduction to the new script, which, if you think about it, if you listen to kids talking, and I know that Christina's son is pretty young, if I remember correctly.
He's 6.
6, yeah. So if that's the case, you really just want to give an introduction to it and just try to put it in a contextual place.
So she wrote in what the phrase is. I don't know if you can see it on your screen. The phrase is, if you don't knock it off, I'm going to stab you.
Yeah. And so if
she doesn't know where he saw it. She doesn't usually expose him to things that are like that, but he could have picked it up from another kid.
So try different introductions to it, Christina. Try to see if you can give him, like, somebody said, I heard something like this, at school, I heard, if you don't stop, I'm going to whatever. Or on TV, I heard blah, 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 or something like that. And sometimes just having our child add something to the beginning of it takes away from its rote, repetitive format. And then they're no longer interested in doing it, quite honestly. So try that. Because otherwise, the only other thing you can do is try to replace it with like a very positive script, like something that he can say whenever he sees people. That's the other thing. I don't know exactly when he says it, to whom he says it, like under what conditions does he use that script. I'm just trying to catch up with Christina. Yeah. I don't know where this one came from. Usually don't. Yeah.
Yeah. She says, I'm just trying not to give attention to it, to redirect.
Yeah, you can. And if it goes away, great. If it doesn't go away, put it in a contextual environment add some context to it by trying to figure out where he heard it.
If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.
Don't forget, you can watch Ask Dr. Doreen live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time on autismnetwork.com. We hope to see you there.